Tell me more about your organization and its presence in Asia.
We have, actually I'm not HR, so I'm not too sure what is the headcount in Asia. But in terms of turnover, I think we are about 500 US million, yeah.
Okay. And how much of a market share do you currently hold?
Oh, market share. I think compared to our competitors, maybe 30% of the market. Actually, I'm not really sure. I'm so sorry.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
And in terms of your presence in Asia, how many offices do you have? Do you have any manufacturing facilities here, or are they purely sales and marketing offices?
Offices, okay. We have about 6 offices, okay, in Asia. I think 1 sales and marketing office and 2 plants, and 1 joint venture in Vietnam. Yeah,
Okay.
that's about it.
Okay. And
Yeah.
in terms of employees, total staff strength in Asia?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, actually, I mean, these numbers are with HR, so I really not too sure. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. Tell me more about your organization and its presence in Asia.
Globally, we are a US 15 billion organization, and Asia represents 10% of the revenue. We have about 6 offices in Asia with about 1,500 employees across in Asia. And with the 6 offices, it would include 3 plants and 3 joint ventures and 1 sales and marketing office in Singapore. As well as Singapore is actually the regional hub. Henceforth, we have a regional internal audit, treasury, and shared service center here. Yeah, that's about it.
And what type of market share do you have, vis-a-vis your competitors?
We are currently at 30%. It may seem small, but I think we are currently number 1 in the market right now.
And why are you interested in this position?
To be honest, my recruiter actually told me that this role has a very good budget, and my main pull factor is actually the remuneration. And well, work hours seems to be quite good from what I hear. So that's why I'm keen.
And why are you interested in this position?
From what I understand from the job description, the role includes a lot of setting up of the shared service and a lot of setting up new processes. And that's really what I enjoy doing in terms of taking on new challenge. I also understand the company's revenue turnover, and in terms of the size and the regional and global presence is much bigger than what I currently am doing. So this is definitely something I'm looking forward to.
And what would you consider to be your key achievement?
I think one of my key achievements is to set up the shared service center in Singapore. Yeah.
Okay, good. What were the challenges that you faced then?
It's not easy, it's challenging, but we did it after all. Yeah. So it's good.
Okay. And what would you consider to be your key achievement?
I think one of my key achievements is to help set up the shared service center in Singapore. It's really a challenging process because we have to start from working very closely with the country GMs to get their buy-in to set up this shared service center in Singapore instead of the local finance. And we have to have a very consistent process across all the entire finance functions, and also to comply with the regulations in each countries. And eventually, I think it's really the part of handling people, because in order to set up shared service, I actually have to lay off quite a number of people in the in-country finance to set up the function here. So it's tricky, but we just have to handle the emotions and the human resource bit as well.
Hello, good morning. How are you today?
I'm okay.
Thank you for making the time to meet with me. I'm very keen to understand your background, and perhaps you'd like to take me through your experience.
Okay, I'm finance trained, and I have been in financial reporting for the last 15 years. What would you like to know?
Hello, good morning. How are you today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm good, thank you. Well, thank you very much for making the time to meet with me.
No worries, it's my pleasure. Yeah.
Well, we're very keen to understand your background, and perhaps you'd like to take the opportunity to talk about your experience.
Right. I graduated from NTU with a Bachelor of Accountancy and have been in finance, financial control and reporting for the past 15 years, and I head up the Shared Service Centre in my organisation.
Well, thank you very much for sharing your background with me. I now have a better picture of your experience. At this point in time, do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. Well, just to let you know, I'm still meeting with a few people, and I should be able to get back to you by the end of next week.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much for sharing your background with me. I now have a better picture of your experience. At this point in time, do you have any questions?
No, thanks for meeting me. I think just want to understand what will be the next steps going forward.
Okay. Well, I'm still in the midst of meeting and speaking with a couple of people. I should be able to have an answer for you by the end of next week.
Sure, sounds good. So thanks for meeting me. I look forward to hearing from you.
Yes.
Thank you
for your time.
So to conclude on the subject of how to succeed in an interview, there are certain basic things that need to be done in order to improve your chances of success. One is preparation, as we've discussed, and it really is a must-do, so please do it. Secondly, the whole execution side. Particularly if you haven't been to an interview in a long time, it's really worth role-playing these things with a friend or a colleague or whomever. And the more time you put into it, the more fluent you'll be on the day, and the more of your cranial capacity can be devoted to selling yourself rather than trying to remember things or trying to avoid basic errors. Obviously, we've just had a number of role plays, and you've seen a not so good way to interview and a pretty good way to interview, and perhaps you can draw some conclusions from that as well. So all that remains is to wish you the very best of luck in your interviewing and your career generally. Thank you.